Okay, going live again. Sorry for everybody who was there and I had to hop off. I'm hoping I can see Victoria this time. But in the meantime, Giving Tuesday, UNICEF, donate if you can. If not, it's always great to give back. And then on top of that, it's also a new episode of The Flash tonight. Speaking of, there's the girl. I think I got it this time. Fingers crossed. I'm still learning this live stuff and adding people, but I think it's more fun. Hi!
Yay, it worked!
How are you?
I don't even know what happened. Can you hear me?
It could be on my end too. I'm still new to all of this. Yes.
Cool. Hi.
How are you? Your hair looks great. I'm having hair envy because I feel like I'm never gonna get mine cut again.
Wait, oh my gosh, no, I actually hate my hair, so thank you so much for saying that.
Isn't it funny?
It's just so long. Like, this is longer than I normally have it. Well, I don't know. I was just really looking forward to cutting it, and I'm like, when am I ever going to be able to cut it again? Because I want it, like, super short.
Oh, really?
Like, really short. Yeah.
That's very low maintenance. You save shampoo that way, too.
Yeah, yeah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you?
I'm in our den. It's like every time I do a live, I'm like, oh, let's just find a new room
I
to
love
do
it. It's so cute. Is that a bar back there?
Yes. Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
We'll have to have you guys over at some point.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? How's your quarantine?
We're good. You know, what are we on, week 7? Or like, I don't even know what week it is anymore. I feel like I'm dying. It's good. We've started trying to be good about going to like a park or something if we can, like once a week. And so we went down to Orange County because people are just way more respectful of like people's space and stuff. So we went to this park, didn't see anybody. Like, anybody we saw just gave us a huge wide berth. We like brought Duke, my dog. Yes. You know that, but other people might not know that. It was really, really nice and really helped me get my sanity back.
How's Duke doing?
Duke is living his best life, dude.
Is he?
All he ever wants is for us to be around all the time, and that's what he's getting. Like, we are together 24/7. He follows me around. We started calling him Shadow because he's never within like more than half a foot away from me. He loves it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Elliot's the same way. Although I think a little bit sometimes he's like, all right, guys, you can back off. Like, I'm just going to go sleep over here. Like, just hang out. But I think he's definitely enjoyed having us home, you know, because we haven't, you know, obviously I split my time between here and Vancouver, and my husband works crazy hours. So to have all of us in the house like this is pretty unique.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Elliot's normally with you, right? He travels with you? Or do you normally live
He kind of, we try and split time with him. It's, you know, if I'm only gone for a couple of days, maybe he'll stay in LA, and we joke he loves doggy daycare. My husband will take him to doggy daycare before he goes to the office, and like, it's Elliot's heaven. So I feel a little badly that he hasn't been to doggy daycare in forever. And, you know, we've read studies that like even dogs should be social distancing, and Elliot's a very social dog. So even when we go on walks, I don't think he quite understands why he can't talk to his friends.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cute when Duke and Elliot met. We'll have like a doggy play day when we can do that.
I know, it's true. I feel like especially, how long have you guys had Duke now?
We got him in November, so he's still like new. I mean, we like definitely, we need to socialize him. Elliot was like the only dog he liked that he met that day.
That's funny.
All the other dogs he was not about. Him and Zoe don't get along. He hasn't met Rue yet. Who else did he met? He's okay with Jet. But yeah, he liked Elliot. So I was like, oh, okay.
It sounds like Duke likes to be the boss. Elliot does not need to be the boss. Elliot's just like super chill.
I think so. He was not good with Biggie at all.
Oh,
I felt
no.
so bad because Biggie like just wants to play all the time, and
he has so much energy.
He has so much energy, and Duke was not about it. I've never heard him like.
Danny was on here for a sec, so Danny, if you're still here, we love you and we love Biggie.
We love you. Sorry that Duke doesn't like Biggie. We'll work on it.
Maybe it was just a bad first impression. Maybe it'll get better.
Yeah, I mean, it was really early. Like, we had just gotten him, so I think he just was a little overwhelmed with everything. I threw him in to the deep end right away. Like we had him for a couple weeks and I brought him up to Vancouver with me. So
Was he an okay traveler?
yeah.
When we got Elliot, I
He,
literally sat him down and I was like, okay, dude, travel's going to be a big part of our lives. So let's make this
yep,
good.
yeah. Is Elliot a good traveler?
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
He is like, when you're walking through the airport, he kind of like wants to look around and see what's going on. And then once you get on the plane, he wants to go to sleep. Like he just
Yeah,
sort of
same.
curls up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the exact same way. I was really nervous. Like I was over prepared the first time I brought him. And then he just like, as soon as we sat down, fell asleep. And then as soon as we were landed, he like popped us like, oh, there's a dog here. And then he just like walked to the airport and he was fine. He was a champ. So I got really lucky. Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, I heard you
awesome.
saying
And so
Tuesday.
this is your, yes.
I feel like, yes. What are you donating, or what are you talking about today? Donating.
UNICEF. I've worked with UNICEF for a couple of years, and they're,
awesome.
I just got the email. I haven't totally done the deep dive into it yet, but they're having a special program on Saturday night. I'm going to say it anyway. In case even this, I don't think this is a spoiler, but Cher is a part of it, and she's singing a song. So it's awesome. So I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern, so 5 p.m. Pacific on Saturday night. I'll be sharing more information once I have a little bit more time to look through and post it all.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you work with any nonprofits?
I volunteer with this small organization in LA and Orange County called Olive Crest. And they just work with like foster families and kids in the child welfare system. So I'm always, promoting them and working with them. And then I've been donating to World Vision since I was like a kid.
Oh yeah,
so
that's great.
My family.
Where did you guys get Duke?
We got him at the just the LA shelter. I think it's the LA shelter. Yeah, we had gone to a couple other like more trendy LA shelters, and we just didn't find anyone that we liked. And then Kayla, I don't know if you knew, but Kayla actually found Duke for us because she knew exactly what we were looking for, and she saw him. Yeah, she saw him and she sent us a picture. She was like, go get him tomorrow. And we went, and there was somebody else looking at him, and him just like swooped in and was like, yeah, no, this is our dog. Like, we're going to
That's amazing.
This is our dog. And they were like, oh, this is actually on the first day we started looking, so you can have him. They were really sweet. So,
oh, that's good. There wasn't a like tug of war over him.
Yeah, I know. I was really worried. And then it was true. He ended up being the perfect dog for us. So I love him.
Now, what season did you first start on The Flash? I was trying to remember.
It's been last season, season 5. So
okay, season 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And so far, so good?
Yeah, so far, so good. I was actually thinking about like the first time I met you, and I'm pretty sure you were just like walking through, and then you like came up, introduced yourself, and were really, really sweet. I just remember you were really sweet, and I was like, man, so nice. And then I didn't end up working with you until like
for a long time, probably the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think that first episode of the season was when I first met everybody, because I hadn't worked with like Grant or anybody. I'd only worked with Carlos and
that's so funny. Well, Carlos is the best, so
he is.
I mean, if you had to have a on-screen boyfriend, he's pretty good.
had to work with anyone. Yeah, he's so sweet. Have you talked to him recently? Is he okay? I feel like he's so far away.
Yeah, I mean, I've checked in with most of the cast, and Los is good. They're in New York, which is crazy, but it sounds like everybody's pretty safe, which is really nice.
Good. Yeah. It seems so scary. Like, just, you read everything about what's happening in New York, and it just seems so scary. Like, I can't imagine living there right now.
Yeah, it's true. But, hopefully, I think things are getting better in New York, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
So hopefully, hopefully everything will start to take a turn. It's hard because it really does require everyone's participation.
Yeah.
But hopefully people continue to be safe. And I mean, you would probably know better than I feel like people are working overtime to try and find a vaccine.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's so hard. I feel like there's normally so many like politics and like the bureaucracy involved in like making sure everything's safe and whatever. But I think because this is such a big deal, a lot of things are getting greenlit a lot faster, which is good. But I mean, it's still just a slow process. I mean, what are they saying? They're saying like they are hopeful for January, but that's, I think, even a stretch. So, man, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm trying not to think too far in the future. Like I'm trying to
Yeah,
just think about today and
one
now,
day
and
at a time.
yeah, just making like today okay. Because if I think too far, I kind of get a little loopy, and it's not good for my mental health. So,
I mean, it's the same thing. I'm such a planner, like I'm very type A. And, you
mhm.
know, with stuff like this, it's like, okay, just one day at a time. Like, can't think about beyond that because there's just so much that's unknown. So,
Yeah,
you know, make good choices, be safe today, and, you know, tomorrow's a new day.
I know. But
Are
I'm
you guys,
so sorry. What?
oh, I was going to ask, are you guys watching any programs, like anything you're reading and loving? I feel like you just posted that you've watched or read a ton of books.
Yeah, I read a lot. So I'm actually really enjoying this time. I haven't really been reading. I feel like I already read a lot because, like, you know, when you're flying back and forth from Vancouver, when you're on
Hmm.
set, you're just reading a ton. So I feel like I haven't been reading more than usual. But I just picked up The Sympathizer, which I'm only like a chapter in. It's by Viet Nguyen. He has a middle name. He won like a bunch of awards and stuff, and I saw it, and I was like, I'll just read this. I don't know anything
Cool.
about it. It's good so far. What
Good.
are you reading? Oh,
I
I asked you
mean,
this last week, and you were
I
reading
know.
Legenda.
Yeah, my time is very limited these days, and you
Yes.
know, if I have spare time, I'm usually trying to nap or sleep. But it's you know just a
Yeah.
lot of like parenting books and you know trying to look ahead to sleep training and things like that. So one
Yeah.
day at a
Well,
time.
you look amazing. You don't look tired at all. I'm like
Thank
shocked.
you.
Your
Wait,
skin is
okay.
glowing. Sorry.
Thank you. That was like a benefit. One of the few things that was great about pregnancy was that my skin was actually really good.
Yeah. You look
All right,
awesome.
let's see. I'm going to go through some of these questions. Will we get to see Camilla and Caitlin's mom in the next two episodes? Caitlin's mom will be returning. Is Camilla in
I am
18 or
in
19?
tonight's episode. I Yes, I'm in both
18
episodes.
and 19. Good news,
Yes, yes,
guys.
great
Camilla.
news. We
Um,
haven't seen Camilla in a while. We've only seen Mira Camilla. Camilla's been lost
oh,
to,
yeah,
we
that's
don't know where
right.
she is. So we'll find out tonight.
Let's see. Oh, someone said, when will season 6 of Flash come out on Netflix? I read this recently. I think it's the end of May, like maybe May 20th, but that's the
Yeah,
US. I
May
don't know about other
20th.
countries. Um, any advice to be an actor? I get this one a lot. Do you have any advice about being an actor?
Well, I always tell people like I don't want to beat around the bush, like it's hard. So I tell them like if there's anything else you can see yourself doing, then don't be an actor because otherwise like it just requires everything, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um and
I say
so
that
but
a
if you
lot
love
too.
it,
Like,
go for it.
if there's anything that I can say that will talk you out of being an actor, like it's probably not for you.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you love it, then go for it and just, be prepared to work really, really hard. And then I always tell people to just like be kind to everyone, because that's just a good rule of thumb in general.
It is like it's a good life rule. You know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
For
Uh,
sure.
let's see. Because of the pandemic, is season 7 still being released in October 2020? I don't have an official answer on this, but I'm going to guess probably not. We don't know when it's going to be safe for everyone to go back to work. So, you know, normally we would start in July to have enough time to be ready to air stuff by October, but I, I highly doubt we're starting in July, and I imagine it'll be much longer. So I doubt we'll be airing in October, but you never know.
You never
Um,
know. But yeah,
let's
I agree. I doubt it. Sadly. It's sad for everybody.
how what was the behind the scenes on the art gallery with Frost and Camilla? It was fun. Oh yeah, that was the beginning of this season too, when
Oh,
Frost came to Camilla's
you were
art show.
sick that day.
I
Do you
was so
remember?
sick. I've been
You were
so
so
yes.
sick. I felt so bad. And you were just like so professional, just pushing through. And I was like, this
Thanks.
girl needs to go home and like have some soup and take a nap.
Well, I've been so sick from Comic-Con and I was pregnant and couldn't tell anyone. And so also when you're
Right.
pregnant, you can't take anything. So it
Right.
was being sick while pregnant was really, really hard for me.
So
But
sad.
it was actually
You took it like a
guys.
champ. You took it like a champ.
Thanks. Um, let's see. Any other questions? Do 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 do. Do you have some Killer Frost merchandise? I have. I try and hold on to it whenever I find Killer Frost stuff. I think it's so cool. I have some of her comic books and stuff, which is fun. It's cool to be on a comic book show. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Any other questions? Oh, will we see more of Team Citizen? Iris's newspaper is the best edition of the season.
I sadly don't think there's any more Team Citizen stuff for this season, just because we're all split up. Like, yeah, I don't even.
But it's been such a great storyline this year.
I know. It's been one of my favorite storylines, and I'm so sad that we didn't get to explore it more. But hopefully next season we will. Because yeah, I mean, it's been 6 seasons, and now Iris finally has his paper, and it's really exciting. So hopefully we get more, but we'll see. I don't even know like what's happening. We had to cut the season short. I don't know what they're planning for the beginning of next season, if they're going to change it or what. So we'll see, I guess.
The writers have been working. I can say this. The writers have already been working on season 7. So I know they have a plan. I'll leave it to somebody with a higher pay grade than me to say what the plan is.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. They've been working so hard.
I know. I think the writers are taking a little break now. They've been working, I think they started working on season 7 back in March.
Wow.
And now they're going to take a little break, which is nice.
Good. They deserve it.
If you could choose to play any other character on the show, who would you play?
Ooh.
Maybe I would be Cisco. I feel like he has a lot of fun stuff.
Then we would be able to act together.
Yes.
I think I would probably want to play your role, actually, because it's so fun that you get to play 2 characters. I mean, I guess Cisco and Vibe, like back when he was Vibe, I guess he got to be 2 characters too. But yours are so distinctly different, and I think that's really fun.
It is fun. And that's, it's fun to get to play Caitlin, who's been so established for all these years. And then Killer Frost, I feel like, is still evolving and growing a lot. And I love that we got to see a little bit more of that this season.
Yeah, she's so fun.
Particularly, so I'm going to connect this to tonight's episode. Frost and Ralph's relationship has been an important one this season. And we're going to get to see a little bit more of that in tonight's episode. Hopefully it'll kind of come full circle from where they started.
I genuinely cannot remember what happens in
I had to go back and look at the scripts for 618 and 619. I was like, what happened?
So
I checked in.
So long ago.
I know.
Yeah.
It certainly feels like that.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, guys, new episode of The Flash tonight. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
No. Yeah. Just watch the episode tonight. I will be watching and I guess discovering it with you all, because I genuinely can't remember what happens.
Are you gonna live tweet?
Yeah. I don't think I'll live tweet because I don't actually have TV. I used to go watch it at my mom's place, but since we're all social distancing, I can't do that. So I normally watch it on CW app when it goes up later. So,
nice.
Yeah, I know. I miss live tweeting with everyone though. It's so fun.
I know. I wish I could live tweet. Unfortunately, my schedule is not my own, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone enjoys. I'll be trying to check in on Twitter, so tweet us your thoughts. Let us know what you think, and
let me know what's happening.
Remind us. Godspeed's back, which is kind of cool for me because the first time Godspeed was on the show was in the first episode I directed. So Godspeed will be back tonight.
So cool.
And Pied Piper with Andy, who's been on our show. First time Andy was on our show was season 1. And I love him and his character. So
he's so great. I got to meet him. I guess probably when we were shooting this episode, I got to meet him and hang out with him.
That would make sense. He popped up one other time earlier this season too, I think, just super briefly.
Yeah. So cool. Thanks for having me. This was fun. It was really good to
This is great. I like it so much more. Doing a live by myself feels silly sometimes. So I like it so much more.
You're just like talking to your camera. And then, it's weird.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your questions. And be sure and watch The Flash tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, girl.